Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the counselor's office. Scholars! It is I, Mr. Gaming Counselor. Today, we're going to do vault cleaning on my vault. That's right. And we're going to talk about you cleaning out your vault as well, especially if you plan on participating in the Armor 3.0 and the weapons, 2.0, 3.0? If you're wanting to involve yourself in the tier system and the new stats, you're going to want to be as prepared as possible, because if you're like me, we go over here, you know, box is pretty freaking full, and all my characters have like oodles of weapons attached to them too. It's an issue. It's an addiction. It's like having crack cocaine, but instead it's digital form, guns. That's what it is. So you're going to want to try to clear out your vault. What about armor? Mr. Gaming Counselor, what about the armor? Should I delete my armor? Don't listen to anyone that tells you, yes, delete your armor. Don't, just wait. Because what's going to happen is when the expansion comes out, if you're playing it, if not, then you don't matter. You could still do the same thing. But if you're playing the expansion, you're going to run through the campaign, you're on Legend, you're going to knock it out, and then you're going to start looking at your builds. What can I do to change my stats? You're going to want to look at what is changing. Like, we know resilience right now is going to be changed into health. Discipline is going to be grenades, so that'll still be good. Recovery, I forgot what it's being changed to. I know mobility is weapons, intellect is super, and strength is still strength. I forgot what recovery is. Class. Recovery is class. So you're going to want to try to keep your armor and wait for the conversion. Even your exotic armor pieces will convert over. So don't delete anything, especially if they're pretty spiky. Now, I'm going to tell you now, they're not going to be tier 4 or tier 5. They're just going to be upgraded, kind of a middle point. And then you get to decide what you want to delete. Like, this is going to be health and discipline and a little bit of class ability. Unfortunately, Titans, if you're built into resilience, your armor's kind of be poo-poo, because health isn't that much of a big deal. It is good to have the nice health regen from picking up orbs. Like, max is 70 health from one orb, which can be very nice. But it's not essential as compared to some of these more important stats, like mobility being weapon. There's some obvious things that you could do ahead of time. So don't delete your armor, but you can start working on getting new armor. So we're going to go down here. I have my discipline armor. That is not what we want to do. We want to focus on weapons. I want to get weapons on my armor. If you've made the mistake like me and you bought episode echoes, now is time to get your money's worth. Is you're going to come over here. You're going to see, I got 90 of these things, 90 engrams. Now, if you are not like me and you did not unlock anything, you're going to want to probably go back and play this. Unfortunately, you're going to want to go play to unlock this. But for the sake of the fact that at least I have one armor piece that I could focus on, and you could do this on other characters, I'm going to buy several pieces of that. I'm just going to delete whatever's holding me back. Yeah, this. I'll check on the other armors later to see if they're good, but we're going to do one just for the sake of the video. Mobility. So what we're looking at in the future, I guess it doesn't matter on that screen. What we're looking on, it was 24 in class. We're looking at super 16, which is not like the stat package so far is not that great, but it does build into the future that you're going to have weapon damage and super regen from all sources. So that's looking pretty good. Again, you could sit there and farm and try to get the best armor you want, and then put that into your vaults, which is what I'm going to do. Now, when it comes to making space in your vault, because some of you are like, oh, Mr. Gaming Counselor, I have no space for this armor. I have no space for the future DLC and all the new weapons. Well, let me tell you how to clear out your vault. There's several things that people fall into that I call traps. The first one is, the most obvious is, I want to keep this weapon just because it may be good in the future. What if Bungie does a buff? Then I won't have this weapon. I'm going to tell you right now, Bungie flops weapons so much that if you were to try to do that, your vault would always be full. You need to play in the moment. If they buff something, then go back and farm it. But there's a good chance that 9 out of 10 times, the thing that they buff later, they'll also nerf and then buff something else because that one thing that they buffed was popular. So if you are hoarding it, hoping that it gets a buff, just delete it. Another reason people hold on to things is it's a collectible. Like, I'll give you an example. I don't see one. I don't. Oh, right there. Right? Shinies. People keep shinies and stuff like that. Listen. If it's not a good roll, no matter how nice it looks and how pretty, you need to delete it. If you're never using it, you're never touching it, what's the point? See, I have two. I have Impulse, autoloading with Frenzy. And then I got this one that is autoloading, Frenzy, Impulse. It's literally almost the same gun. Like, really, it's pretty much the same gun, except one has Vorpal, one has Rampage. Should I keep both of these? No, but this one is already slightly enhanced. This one's just masterworked. So with that being said, you would delete it. Because it was literally the same. There was no reason for me to keep two of them just because it was shiny and I don't want to delete it. Delete it. Also, you see how many copies I have? You don't need 3 of one gun. Like, but what if this worked? What if elemental honing? What? Come on. You don't need this many. Yeah, you don't need this. You don't need this. You don't need to have a copy of every gun. You don't need a copy for every gun for PvE and PvP. Listen, if you don't play PvP often, you need maybe a couple good guns. And here's another trap that people fall on before I go through and delete my vault. Another trap to help you is that people look at to see what people say are PvP meta guns, and you watch a dude, like a content creator, use that gun, and then they never use it again. You really want to know what is actually meta? Watch them. You watch what they play for comp. Watch them as they do trials, unless it's for a video. But watch them, because they're going to use what's the sweatiest and the metiest, right? They're not going to use... The biggest issue is that you could take a gun like this one, and people are going to... You can have the best player make this look like one of the best guns in the game. And the reality is, it may not be good at all. Now, this is a newer gun, and I haven't played with it yet, so I'm going to try it. I probably won't delete it. But the reality is, people will gas up guns for content, and people will fall prey to that, and you will hoard these god rolls and these weapons that are glazed, and then never use them, or if you do use them, you may not see much success. Another thing for cleaning out the vault, you can delete exotic weapons. If you're not using an exotic weapon, like at all, delete it. You can pull it from your collections. That's one slot available. You don't... I know that everyone's attached to, but the kill tracker, Mr. Gaming Counselor, I have 1,304 kills on this Wicked Implement. Do you know when the last time is that I used Wicked Implement? I don't even have it locked. Bye-bye. I don't need you. You aren't useful to me right now. I can get that later. Don't waste your time filling up your slots with guns you're not using, especially exotics. You can get those replaced. Just because you have big number on it doesn't mean you have to keep it unless you actually use it, right? But if I have like 1,000 kills, but it's because I've been messing around over the years, like this Monte Carlo, like sure, it's cool, but I don't use Monte Carlo. I'll pull that out later if I need it or if it becomes good. I have one for PvE, one for PvP. But honestly, when's the last time I played Revision 0 in PvP? It's been quite some time. So do I need 2 Revision 0s when I can just go customize? No, I'm just going to delete it. That's how you need to think. Stop hoarding things you don't freaking need. So we're going to start from the I'm going to give you my thought process, and then we're going to delete stuff. Wither Hoard. Absolutely a good exotic. I love this for PvP. I use it in PvE, not a lot, but PvP is one of my favorite sidearms in the game. Succession. Reconstruction Fireline. It has been, I'm going to be honest, it hurts my soul because I can craft this again, and it's a great sniper, but I just don't use snipers enough to have 2, and you're going to find, especially since this needs me to have another person available for Fireline to work. This is a good weapon that I can recraft later. I need to delete it. No time to explain. Am I inherently attached to no time to explain? No. It even got nerfed, like multiple nerfs. Hawkmoon is a different story because you can only get from Xur. You can't just pull it out of collections, because I don't think you can. And I'd rather just keep one Hawkmoon. What the heck? Dead Man's Tale. Another craftable weapon. However, I would say 120s did get a buff. I just haven't played with it yet. Cryosthesia. I've seen plenty of people pop off and do crazy stuff in PvP with it. But am I playing a lot of PvP? No. Is this being used in PvE? I'm going to tell you right now. This gun has already been replaced by Tanasha's Mastery. If I want to use something for freezing something, Tanasha's Mastery already sweeps this gun. This gun is now obsolete to me. Shoot to loot explosive payload. People sleep on shoot to loot, being able to pick ammo from afar. I have actually done that. Now, have I tried doing low mans and solos? No. But I have used, not this particular gun, but I have used guns with shoot to loot, like the Blast Furnace. I have shoot to loot on my my shiny one, and I do swap between the 2 perks. I will have to wait to see if I use this. If I don't use this next season, I will delete it. Practice. Precision frame shotguns are the best one. I don't have any other, like, I don't have like a good comp one. I'm going to keep this specifically for the fact that it is like literally a god roll, and it is the best shot, like type shotgun in the game for PvP. Ager's Scepter. I have not used it in a minute, but I have used it for Warlock. I'm going to wait because we are going to get some new mods, and I want to see how things planned out, because Aegis Scepter does have some moments where it is really strong, especially when you're not using your super. But am I using it often? No, but I will keep it just to see. Forerunner. I do like using in PvP occasionally. It's not that good in PvE, in my opinion, but I'm going to keep it anyways because I like it. Submission. I've yet to get you know what? I take it back. I have multi-mac. As much as I like submission, I have multi-mac, which is a 900, and literally submission's no longer needed. Duty bound. This is a collectible because you can't get adepts anymore. Here's the reality. Do I use this thing? Occasionally. Not this season, though. I mean, actually, that's not true. I have used it this season. That's why it's 204. It's more of a meme gun, but I will keep it because I actually use it. Silicone Neuroma. I kept this for PvP. Snapshot, opening shot. I kept this specifically because it's iconic for being one of the first Destiny 2 strike specific weapons. And I just really like It is a rare model that's just not being used in the game. I need to get better at sniping. So if I'm going to use a sniper rifle, I would like to get good at using silicone aroma. That being said, if I don't use this anytime next season or whatever, I'm going to delete it. But I'll hold on to it one more season. Osteostriga. Talk about a fall from grace. I think I've only used this, like I used it very heavily. But now it feels like I use it only for specific objectives. It's not bad, but it's not something I would use into contest mode. I don't know. I just, maybe I'm not going to delete this specifically because they might buff it. I doubt they will. But there could be a chance that they buff this in the future. Hopefully they do. We'll see. This is a copium. I know it's a copium, but I'm letting you know that's the only exotic that I'm coping for right now. DFA. Another strike specific one. Hoping that this would be good in PvP with fragile focus, time payload, maximum range, stability, everything about the package. I only have 72 PvP kills. There are so many other hand cannons that are better in the game. No one is using DFA. Even the people who are good at Crucible are not using DFA. That means it's nothing special or unique, and it's not worth holding a slot up. Riptide. The God Roll was nerfed, so it takes multiple shots. We have Tanashas, but it is a fusion rifle, and like for this season, the episode, this would not be bad to use in Grandmasters because of decon. So it's not bad, but it's not exciting is the problem. And I can, if I really want to craft it, I can craft the Valid Disciple raid one. So I don't need to hold on to this any longer. Allied Demand. Rangefinder got a nerf. Iron Reach is fine, but Rangefinder is no longer giving maximum range. It is, I don't know. I like it. Adaptives are good, but it's very obvious that I have not been using adaptives, or I've not been using it all. It is very much a cope pick. It's not even enhanced, so it's already worse than other versions. There's no reason to keep it. Defiance of Yazdan. Talk about a sniper that I want to be good so badly. 140 suck in PvP though. Or sorry, no, it's adaptive. But I love everything about this gun except for the fact that it doesn't really feel good to use. And it doesn't have a good PvE role either, which hurts my soul. I have it crafted. If I want to play with it in the future, I can craft it later. Militia's Birthright. Juicy God Roll. Blinding Nade Utility. Blinding Nades are not bad. However, Loading Holster did get a nerf. And I want to kind of fast forward a little bit because we do have Liturgy, where I literally do have a Liturgy like combo for utility. So for the fact that I already have a stasis version that's better than this, so long. Quicksilver Storm. Haven't played with it recently. It's an all right. It got kind of buffed after getting nerfed. I'm not going to delete it. I do want to play with it eventually to kind of see how it feels. Touch of Malice. Talk about a gun from D2 that was very strong, but in D2, it's just not it. It's cool. It's neat. They buffed it a couple times, but it's just not that good. It's just not that good. I mean, especially if you're doing contest mode or grandmasters, you're not going to use a scout rifle that's going to kill yourself. Like, I'm sorry, it's just not happening. So I'm sorry. I can pull it out from collections if I want. Rufus Fury Adept. Rewind, target locked. For PvE, PvP, target lock is nothing impressive, but it is probably the only Strand 720 that I have. So for the fact that it feats that niche and it's adept, I will hold on to it until I get something better. Nothing exciting. Perpetuous. This is back when 600s were meta. And this was a really good feeling auto rifle. The problem is, no one uses this gun because it was nerfed. And I think 720s are still better. There's no reason I can craft it later. If it gets buffed again, I can literally just go craft it. Buzzard. Same issue as every other sidearm. Rangefinder got nerfed. And so this became less important and more of like a dead perk. And it's 2 adaptives. And this one doesn't have enhanced perks either. It's not worth keeping. Especially just for PvP. Hung Jury, Adept, Shoot to Loot. Connect Tremors. This one's a hard one because this is a really good scout for sitting in the back in GMs. Even though it is slower, it's still a good scout to use in GMs. The utility of you shoot the loot and then getting damage with Connect Tremors is pretty good. I'll have to wait because I think I have another Hung Jury that can replace it. Yeah, that gun is a stasis triple tap fire line. I was so excited that I had this god roll. But the problem here, ladies and gentlemen, the problem here is that we have Praetus Revenge and Supremacy now. And in most content where there's surges, you get a kinetic boost when your super matches the current surge. So you can pretty much always get your uptime on kinetic weapons, the 25% increase. Whereas this, I just don't use it. And it relies very heavily on having people around, whereas my Praetus doesn't. So the utility, like it's very, this is not good to keep because it doesn't help. I'm not using it and it only works when I play with other people. If I'm playing solo, it's a dead gun. Sweet business. You sweet child of mine, how I so desperately want you to be good. I can't tell which one I like better, to be honest. Hey, that's pretty sexy too, like the red. But the futuristic looks very clean. I so desperately want Sweet Business to be good. I will pull it out later if I want to play with it, but it's right now it's just taking a slot. Vigilance Wing, another gun that used to be good and is just gone to a bygone age, is another one that you can pull from the vault if it ever becomes good. No one uses it really. Rat King, the same thing. People like meme on it, but it's not really that good. I know there's like some hunter builds that people abuse, but not something crazy. Mida is just so outdated now. It is insane how outdated Mida is. The only reason you use Mida is literally for the radar aiming down sight, but it is probably the most outdated weapon of dated weapons. Crimson's still good. I even used it this episode whenever the healing problem was a problem. So I would keep it. Yeah. And it's good in PvP too. Like, I don't know how many kills I got in PvP. Not a lot, but it's still good. Jade Rabbit. Enough said. Huckleberry is still a fantastic exotic. It just gets slept on. Just because you actually have to I wish it was red. Like, I love the body on this gun. Like, I really love the body. The body look and the sight looks amazing. I just wish it was red. Like, that looks clean too. Whatever. Looks good. And it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just reload slow. It's just it's a safe exotic that you play for fun. Suro's regime. I need to play with this in PvP before I make any decisions. That's all I gotta say about it. I haven't played PvP in this season at all, and it people are saying it's pretty good with the 360 changes. So I'm gonna have to try it out. Wish Ender is amazing. I wouldn't delete it for anything. Malfeasance is great with Hunter combo. Ace of Spades is a great hand cannon, like very safe. The Chaperone. I'm keeping this specifically because I need to get better at using slugs. I need to play Crucible, just probably not until the cheater situation comes up, but I do want to get better at using slugs. However, if I'm going to use a slug, very few people are actually using Chaperone. So I'm just going to just delete Shappy. Is Izanagi still fantastic? Great for GMs, great for content. Last Word is a cope. I need to play with it, but it feels like a cope. Arbalest is always great. Thorns, great. Oh, why do I have two of these? Don't know I have two Thorns, so we're going to delete one. All right, this is one of those exclusions. This is strictly PvE. Everything about it is PvE, whereas this is PvP. And it is really good in PvP. Like Headseeker, all that. Yeah, so I will keep two. Lumina is a cope pick because it does give you the highest damage boost in the game, but I'm not doing that. Bad Juju I actually used. I used it on Warlock quite a lot with the changes to the Amakara helmet. And pro tip, this is going to get impacted with the stat changes because it says increase damage for a short duration and grant super energy based on the strength of the string of curses. But it's also going to be boosted by the super stat. So this might be a super booster for all we know. So I'm very interested to see what this turns out to be in the expansion because it's probably going to be a super booster with the stat changes. Did I say expansion? Sorry, I meant the free update that you don't have to pay for. The free update. Yeah, that one. Bastion. I need to play with it again. I need to see, I love, this was one of my favorite guns to use as a Warlock because I would just sit in a corner in a rift. Shotgunners would come around, chase me down, and then I would mow them down with Bastion. And then they got nerfed to the ground because shotgun players bitch every time you beat them with something that isn't a shotgun. Yep. Let's see, where are we at? Eye of Soul. I actually use this. Eye of Soul, I actually use this sniper rifle. Now it is dated. I don't know if I have anything else that replaces the sniper just yet. So moving target, opening shot works for me because if I'm aiming down sight, yeah, I'm just going to keep it for now. It's not God roll, but I do use it. Elemental Capacitor is a very situational weapon. 73 range is actually pretty good. Like handling, Solar, Arc, Void. Warlock Void is usually happening unless you're running Solar. Titan is usually Void or Arc. So handling stability. Actually, you can definitely feel the difference, especially handling. This thing feels like it almost feels like quick draw at that point. So I'm going to keep that, but I'm also going to, I kept the freebie they gave us, the slide shot. I'm not a slide shot main. But I need to get better at it, especially if I'm using one of the best 140s in the game, and slide shot is one of them. I'm keeping it specifically. This is like Baby's first slide shot weapon that I want to get good at using. So that's why I'm keeping it. Revision 0, we're keeping one. 7 Seraph. Here's a weapon that has a really cool fucking bot. Like the model is really cool. The problem is one, it's outdated, so it doesn't have enhanced mods. So it's like really, really old. Two, target lock kind of isn't that big of a deal. We have so many good damage perks that target lock on an auto rifle, just not that impressive. Plus, forget we have duty bound. And yes, they're two different archetypes, but this one it's just, I don't use it. Shattering Bone apparently is really good. But the problem is I'm not using it, and there's going to be nerfs in this next season, and I'm okay just deleting it because I can craft it later. Same thing with Transfiguration. It's a 140. I'm not using it. It looks really cool. It has some good perks. I'm not using it. The Supremacy is no longer best in slot weapon. I'm going to delete it now. Actually, I could keep it and gives it triple tap or whatever rewind rounds for the meme until it returns. Trench barrel overflow. Here's the thing. This actually is not bad. Trench barrel, if I'm using it for like the rapid fire trench barrel. I don't think the Crota's end weapon can get trench barrel. If it can, then I would farm that over this gun. If I was going to use it for anything. I'm doing this live because I need to figure it out. Shotguns. What is the Crota's end? Swordbreaker. Yes, Swordbreaker. Swordbreaker. I'm doing this live. This is how you just... Wow. It has 1-2 punch, but it doesn't have trench barrel. Okay. Well, that's a pretty easy choice for me to decide to keep it then. If just because I've been getting more into punching things, I'll keep it. The Messenger. A god roll high impact. If I was going to use a high impact weapon, it probably would still be this thing because rapid hit is very good. The stat package is good, and kill clip gives you the damage boost. Again, I have not played with this gun in a minute, at all. I will have to try it next season. If it don't play it by next season, I'm going to delete it. Randy's throwing knife. The old classic high caliber rapid hit kill clip. No one's using this, and for a very good reason. But Mr. Gaming Counselor, what if they buff it? Then I will refarm it because it's from the Crucible. So it's not hard to get another Randy's throwing knife. This is more of a meme, haha, box breathing does big damage. Malediction is a 120 that actually feels really good with explosive payload and enlighten action. Like, it feels actually really pretty good. And then having wild card is also, it's the only hand cannon that I know that has wild card on it. So I will keep it because of its uniqueness. Now, I have two different guns. I have one for PvE. I have one for PvP. It feels really good in PvP with precision instrument, landing headshots and using keep away. For PvE, I'm not using it. And truthfully, I'd rather farm the adept version than the crafted version. So I'm okay letting this one go. I can craft it later. Nightshade is not ever used. So, I mean, it's a 450 and 450s are hot right now, but is this worth the slot? Is this worth it? I don't think so. Warden's Law, I'm absolutely keeping that. Necrocosm. Necrocosm kills me because I want it to be good. Maybe I need to play it a little bit. Apparently, some people say it's pretty fun in PvP. Well, whatever about that. This one is one of those very, very niche picks. First off, it has under over dealing bonus damage to target over shields, deals damage to combatant shields. So in PvE, it does more damage to shields. Then you're also proccing headstone or multi-kill clip, but mostly this is part of the stasis kit. I have not used this thing, and 600s generally aren't that, like SMGs in general are not that great, except for like multi-mac for utility purposes. Like, it is hard for me to want to keep this when I just know that I'm never going to touch it. And I very rarely see anyone ever touch this outside of PvP. God roll, high impact, I will keep it. Valerius D is a 450 aggressive burst. I'm not actually played with this very much at all. And it's only it's from comp, so it's a little harder to get. And I really just gonna keep it for now. Love this gun, love this 360. It does so well in Crucible. Obviously, I'm not slaying out with thousands of kills, but when I do use it, I like it. Obviously, Sky Signal. Potensis is used for Warlock when I'm using the helmet to make heavy ammo for the team, but I'm no longer playing Warlock on day one, so I don't have to hold on to this and be that basic bitch. This trace rifle sucks ass. I'll keep the incisor. It's pretty good until I get the new one, if I care. Wishkeeper is just garbage. It would be amazing if the suspend time on this bow was pre-nerf suspend. But the fact that Bungie nerfed suspend in the game, it's significantly worse. Especially if you're running prismatic, you can get suspend pretty frequently. But this as a gun is just so bad. Criminal's Dagger, I just got this and I've yet to play with it, so I'm going to hold off until I make a choice. Eminence, one of the best SMGs in the game. I'm going to keep it. Veiled Threat, I need to update this because apparently it's pretty good for a 720. It just looks really freaking weird, but I need to change the stuff. Lost Signal is the aerial define, one of the only aerial denial frames in the kinetic slot, so I'll keep it. Perfect Paradox. Rapid Fire Trench Barrel. I will keep it specifically because it's a rapid fire and trench barrel. I have yet to, and it really synergizes with Cast No Shadows. Dealing melee damage increases the amount of handling and amount of ammo from reserves. Yeah. It synergizes. And so we're just going to hold on to that. If they ever buff shotgun damage in PV again, or they buff trench barrel in some way, it is a copium pick. But I did just get it from the season, and I'm only keeping one perfect paradox for the sake of collectors at this point. Breachlight is actually a really good, like heavy burst. It's actually a really good sidearm. And I got like a PV. I didn't really get a god roll, but it does get have like swashbuckler pugilist, which will be better with the stat changes. Or I can go hatchling, but I feel like I'm keeping one specifically for the kit of like Cast No Shadows. I can punch something. I get ×5 swashbuckler, and then I'm getting my melee back. Like this is strictly for a melee regeneration weapon. That's pretty much what this is meant for me at least. That's how I'm seeing it and how I'm going to treat it. Just want to see if I can get a good shader on it. Yeah, good, close enough. Man, I can't believe I wasted so much time farming for this gun. It's just so bad. Aishi's Care is just so bad. The call is no longer needed. Like, it is Strand. But man, I just don't use it anymore now that Tenashas exist. I'm sorry. Adjudicator. Just no. Tusk of the Boar. It is probably the only like Strand waveframe, so I'll keep it for the sake of the fact that it's actually a god roll, but nothing that I'm overly impressive. Blast Furnace. I have multiple Blast Furnaces. This one is a double damage, one for all, connect tremors. Fantastic, like truly fantastic rolled weapon. The problem is, especially when you can increase the damage one for all and proc one for all with kinetic. You know, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. Auto loading. I would usually keep this because of auto loading and because I wanted min max, but I feel like micro missiles aren't that big of a deal to have. They're just not that big of a deal to keep as much anymore. So I'm just going to delete. All right, now here we go. We have double damage, but my thought is we don't need it. Well, we can also enhance these too. So kinetic tremors plus precision instrument. So double damage versus utility and damage. I think I'd rather have for Grandmasters utility and damage. PvP. I'm going to hold it just to see. This is actually a really good PvP roll. I haven't used it and I've got a couple kills, but I need to play more. Again, another gun that will be deleted if I don't do anything in the future. This is the gun I kept. Aha, here we go. Shoot to loot, explosive payload. This is enhanceable. I'm going to go back and I'm going to delete this. Kinetic Tremors is good, but so is shoot to loot and explosive payload. And if I want to get saucy for PvP, it's also a PvP weapon with enlightened action and box breathing. So I will keep this and enhance it later. Succession. This is the succession I will keep. Why? It's a collector's, plus it has recombination, so I can use this heavy aggressive frame for big damage solo. I don't need to play with other people. I can use this for solo content. If I need a big hitting sniper rifle, I've got this. This kind of fits the bar of what I would keep it for. Deadlock. I haven't used this shotgun since they nerfed closing time. And Lone Wolf as well. Like, it got double nerfed. So I don't even know if it's worth using over opening shot at all. So I'm just kind of waiting to see to play with it. Tenacious. I have 3 different versions of Tenacious. I'm deleting it. I think even though I got used to air trigger and a slower reload, it's not that big of a deal to me. Fair Judgment. Here's a 450. Has synergy with Rhymestone and Headstone. I am willing to give this thing a shot. Again, I have used it. I have not used it recently because auto rifles aren't the meta thing. Exuvia. Headstone and Rhyme Stealer. Again, another synergy. I have not played with it. It's one of those things I need to play with to wait to see how mods are up. I will keep 1. I'm going to keep this strictly for damage rotations because it has Envious Arsenal. So chill clip rotation if I actually ever use it. If I don't, I will delete it. Because I'd rather use the utility of this one, which is chill clip and blinding. So I'm blinding everything while also doing damage. Double fire GLs are the best in slot for damage. And so being able to swap, chill something, and then, yeah, I need to just play around with it. Subsistence, Connect Tremors. I've yet to play with this, but it's essentially multi-mac. I'll keep 1. This is probably the only seasonless splicer weapon I've kept, and I probably will. Just that one. I don't need this anymore. I have my God roll. Alena Lithium. I didn't even bother finish getting the catalyst done on that. I'm not keeping that. All right, here we go to the big talk. So this used to be God roll. This one I've invested in. I'm more likely to keep that one. What about the others? This one. High ground. Yeah, that was nerfed to the ground. There is zero reason to keep this bygones. We're going to delete it. Delete. Delete. All right, here we go. We do have this Lone Wolf Desperado version. I'm keeping it for just to see how it works. Just if they ever nerf this again. Like, obviously, this is one of the best pulse rifles in the game for PvP. I got this, and as soon as I got it, I stopped playing PvP. But Lone Wolf, a Head Seeker, this thing's going to be a juicer. I don't really want to do Desperado. Desperado's not good anymore. All right, Resounding. This is supposed to be an ad clear weapon. The problem is Reservoir Burst is incredibly bad. If you don't get it, you have to constantly reload. Even if you have like subsistence on it, I don't need it. I'm not using it. All right, here, I'm just going to tell you right now, delete, because this is cope. The Rewind Rounds Magnificent How is straight cope. I don't use Mag How. It is straight cope that I will ever use. Yeah, especially with the fact that Rose is better. All right, bait and switch. I already have my weapons that I want, like the snipers, everything. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm not even going to entertain the thought of it. Like Envious Arsenal, I'm not going to use the sniper for rotation. If I am, I'm going to use something else. All right, here we go. I think I'm going to keep this one for its combo of Reciprocity Attrition Orbs because it synergizes together. I think I have one already, but I'm just going to go ahead and keep that one. Everything else, I don't care about this gun. This gun is just not good. Yeah, everything else is pointless about this gun. I'll keep Subsistence Sword Logic, but it's really not a good gun either. Overflow Target Lock. It's just not good. This is actually a really good combination. Replenishing Aegis Unstoppable with shield duration. Like this is what I would use this for. Again, if they decide to do something, Sword Logic doesn't work on glaives. You have to use the projectile. You can't even refresh with the melee. It's pointless. I'm not going to hoard something that just is not good. Truly, I'm not going to waste my vault space on something. LOL. Wait. Yeah. LOL. This is actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. I don't use Wayframes, but I'll see how it plays out. But this is actually pretty good. Lone Wolf and Headseeker. It's not a depth, so I don't care. This one's interesting because this has Firefly, Element Honing, and Paracausal, and that's the main PvE thing I was looking at. It is a 340, but I would like to play with this before I make a conclusion, especially with Element Honing. Firefly, Paracausal, again, it is a shiny. I'm keeping it because I want to play with this to see if it's worth anything, but realistically, the one I have here is better than this one. Lumina's Vigil. Headstone Desperate Measures. I'm never going to use this thing. Never going to use it. Like, what? I'm not going to lie to myself. I definitely never use this thing. Ruinous Effigy, I never use. This is an interesting gun. 180s just typically aren't great. Volt Shot and Frenzy is a nice combination, but I just don't use it. I can craft this again if I want to. It's cope. Recon, I think I will keep this because rapid fires aren't too bad. And this combination is not bad either. Like incandescent's always good. So, but like we got to fix this. What is this? Okay, that's a little dark. That looks pretty clean. Would I like this or do I like this for the fire? I like that. Honestly, that looks clean. Yeah, a little bit of this. Yeah, I'll keep that because if I need a scout rifle, this having incandescent's really nice. What else? I haven't enhanced it. I will later. Duality is a slug shotgun. Hey, what's up, Funky? I just don't use. I don't use it. I don't use duality. I can pull it out later. Cloud Strike. I do use it occasionally, and when snipers are, there's a specific reason, it's actually not bad, especially with the fact that it increases bolt charge. We're just doing vault cleaning. Did not delete this. I have the old classic Palindrome Adept. This is a collector's item, by the way, and I'm keeping it. It is a god roll of stats, one for all. Like the damage is there. Sure, it doesn't have like destabilizing rounds, but for just a stat package, like using this in Falcons, just doing big boy damage. Yeah, I'm not deleting this thing. None. You can't get me. This is the OG Igneous Hammer, the OG god roll, except for right here, right? I didn't get good perks. But it feels really good. It's snappy. It feels good. I'm not deleting it. Here we go. Cartesian coordinates. Under pressure, high impact rounds. This thing has let me go through PvP for a very long time. I'm not getting rid of it. This one is a very interesting topic because right now it's like a juicer, but I just haven't used it at all this season. Even though it's a pretty good rolled, it is outdated. It doesn't have an origin trait and it's not enhanced. And honestly, even though fusions might be good, I just don't use it as much. Tiku's Divination, I actually do use. It's actually a really fun bow to use. It just needs a little bit more love. This one's a rare one. You can't enhance it, but it's an aggressive snapshot, opening shot, god roll. Man, I just don't know if it's worth keeping though. Like PvP, the origin trait doesn't matter too much. It does have Skulking Wolf, which is kind of nice. I'm going to keep it again. It's another one of those weapons I got to remember to go check out for PvP. But I need to delete it if I don't use it. Null Composure is just, again, I don't typically care for Reservoir Burst, but on a rapid fire where it's with Feeding Frenzy, it's actually really good. I've randomly pulled this out when I need to. That's why it has a lot of kills. So I will keep it because I still use it. The Long Walk you can no longer get. However, it has the same problem as other sniper rifles. It's an aggressive, it's not a rapid fire, and this one relies on people to be around. You could say it's a collector's item. I say it's trash. I got this because I thought, oh, look, Harmony, Archer's Tempo. This is something I wanted to play in PvP as a meme. I have yet to do it. I'm going to hold on to it, though, because I just recently got it. I'm not touching this gun. It is sad that it's being nerfed because of its older brother. It hurts my soul. Same thing. I need to play this in PvE because this is my baby. This is always, I mean, you know what? I'm going to keep you in my, I'm going to keep you in with me. Pugilist. This was another one I wanted to be good, and it might be good next season. With Pugilist and blunt execution rounds, it does like what, 50% increase in one shot or something. Like it's massive damage. It's massive. So I'm going to keep it. And I'm keeping this because it is a legacy weapon. You cannot get Adrenaline Junkie Demolitionist. And when they do stat changes, This thing's going to be nasty for grenade builds. At least I hope so. Let's cope. But because it has synergy with the stat changes, I'm keeping it. Retrace paths. I would keep it because of incandescence. And I kind of like the Halo vibe, the OG. And it's enhanceable. I just have to go back and do it. The Enigma. I think I have the new raid one. The Enigma can finally rest in peace. Blueberry's Ruin can rest in peace. Both of those I can craft. Forbearance. Talk about a gun that you had some glory back in the day. Do I have the new version of it somewhere? I thought I had new Forbearance. Maybe I didn't care because I had the old one. I'm just double checking what I have. Yes, I do have a new. We do have a new Forbearance. Wellspring. Oh, that's actually going to be pretty good in the future. Do I keep this? Knowing full well that I haven't touched this in a long time. I can craft it if I need it. I don't care about big number. Big number can go bye-bye. Insidious. Man, talk about a aggressive framed burst. Aggressive burst. I haven't used this. This is what we call a elemental pick, where you usually keep these specifically because it's an element that you want to fit for like Grandmasters or something, but like Dragonfly is mid and One for All is okay. Like I have never used this in a day one. I've used it in Grandmasters consistently, but do I keep this? Is there any other arc pulse rifles that immediately come to mind? I don't think so. Oh, Corrasion. Well, yeah. I feel like Corrasion is better, even though I think overall the Valve Disciple weapons are better, but the perk package and the aggressives in general hit harder. So yeah, ripperoni, pepperoni. If I need you, I'll craft you again. If you were adept, that's a different story, but you're not. Ayesha's Embrace. Another meme run. Man. Unlike the auto rifle Duty Bound, which has the same role, I think I'm less likely to ever use a rapid fire scout rifle. And it hurts my soul that I grinded my nuts off for this, but I'm going to just keep the new glaives because I'm still playing with them. Selective Obligation, Hunter is fine. Dead Messenger, honestly, it's not worth the slot. It's just not. Wayframes are good, but they've been stripped away by their competitors. Drang's, I still play Drang. I haven't played it recently, but I mean, honestly, I would keep this. It's probably one of the better sidearms. Kyle's Mini Tools, probably one of the better SMGs. I have to play with my new crafted No Survivors, but Mida shreds. And I've used this in day one. I use this in day one Taken King. I use this in Crota's End. Like I've used this in multiple day ones. So this one gets to keep its place in the party. Beloved, talk about probably an iconic weapon that has kind of slipped through the cracks. I'll keep it for the fact that it's a slot. And I've always, I just don't snipe. I don't snipe. Let's stop lying to ourselves. I don't snipe. Nezarac's Whisper. I can craft this again if I need it. I'm not using it. I did use it, but I'm not using it. Hollow Denial. I think I can craft this with destabilizing rounds. I have to check. Maybe I'm wrong. It has repulsor brace, which is nice. I do use Trespasser. I do use this. I do like Doom of Jelkus, and it's probably my most used King's Fall weapon. I'm absolutely never getting rid of it because it is so phenomenal. Zelos Bane, obviously. Amit, RR2. I need to play with it in PvP. I'm not using this. It's a slug shotgun. I'm not using it. Vex Caliber, I would like to use, but I don't have the Catalyst yet. Cold Heart's good. Merciless is fine. Fighting Lion's a meme that I will never touch. I don't subscribe to the life. Sunshot's great. Skyburner's Oath is actually pretty decent for certain things, but it's just not good right now. I will definitely keep Risk Runner. Hard Light is literally there for when I need to do like bounties. I can pull it out when I need it. Bye-bye, Hard Light. Bye-bye. Prometheus Lens, same thing. Would like for you to be good, but you're not. Telesto the Molesto. You're just there for the memes. Polaris Lance is good. I use it. Retold Tell, another God Roll precision frame weapon. Quick Draw Snapshot. I like consistency. I like speed. It doesn't have opening shot, but I'll still keep it for the fact that it, oh, well, no. It doesn't have an origin trait, so it's kind of pointless to me. I could always farm a new one, but I do like this one. Wave Splitter, kind of not making waves, so I'm getting rid of it. I don't think I need to tell you why I'm not deleting this Trainee Ghoul. I don't think I need to tell you. I don't think I need to tell you I'm not deleting the Trainee Ghoul. Not Forgotten. We're getting Not Forgotten 2.0. So, well, I think it's a 140. Yeah, I'm deleting it. Goodbye. Main ingredients. I forgot I had this. The main ingredient special, Xur special, should I say. Tap the trigger under pressure. I want to play with this in PvP one last time just to make the go around of deleting it if it's bad. Jotun, I need to finish the catalyst on this thing. Yeah, that's why I pulled it out of collections. But I can finish that up later because it's not going to make me, like, I have no reason to do it right now. Teraba is not necessarily Terabad. Don't know why I have two of you. I don't know why. Devil's Ruin is kind of a meme gun. I want this gun to be good because it has one of the best looking frames of a shotgun. Like, it reminds me of Halo, like almost like classic Halo. And then I love the ornament for it too, because that looks like classic Halo. Like, the ornament makes it look like classic Halo. And I have two versions. I have a PvP one, like snapshot, a quick draw. And I have this one. I just don't see a world where I use Seven Seraph. I'll keep one for iconic states. Same thing here. It's a 600. I'm going to keep it for Vorpal triple tap. I'm just going to keep it for now. We'll see. This can be deleted. This can also be deleted. I can recraft it later. Judgment of Kelgarath. This can be crafted later. High impact round that has under pressure, high impact reserves, reservoir. Yeah, it's just, I'm not excited. I'll keep it because I do play with it. I just can't get behind Manticore. I'm sorry. It's just not worth using it in game. Trench barrel, yeah, absolutely. Or 1-2 punch, rapid fire. Yeah, this is the package. Same thing here. Focus here is not great, but it's a rapid fire, so it really is nice. My 8 kilos. Oh, I remember my old one had 17K, and I stopped playing with this baby. I was like, oh, I gotta show you love. Baby, don't miss what? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to play with the two guns that I've always loved the most. I'm gonna give you love. Don't worry. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you like you deserve to be loved. We still have a lot to go. We gotta go faster. Four Horsemen, more of a meme than it is anything. We can pull it out if there's any reason to use it. Greasy Luck. I've got a new one. I will keep it. Tyranny of Heaven is not something I'm using. I can craft it if I need to, but I'm not using it, like, ever. I am using it. I need to use it in PvP. This is the only reason I'd probably use the Arc version, because it has replenishing and unstoppable for elements. Centrifuge, I'm not using. I just think it's a worse Zallow's Bane. Not Zallow's, but Zallow's Supercell. Keeping it. Yeah, I'll keep it. PvP. I'm definitely keeping you. I'm not keeping you. I'll keep the precision instrument to play with this, but I'm never using a 120 in PvE. Tessellation is an instant delete. Goodbye. Exderis. It's kind of just a meme weapon. It's fun, but it's not good. I think I kept this just because of incandescence, and I don't mind it's a lightweight, so it's kind of nice. Subjunctive. People love this over the other one. I need to play with both to see which one to get rid of. Undercurrent. It's a wave frame, as arc, volt shot. It's a god roll. I'll keep it for now. Slide shot, snapshot. Again, you know what? This one's the newer version. We need to stay in the new. Okay. I kept it because I like the tap the trigger range, and we got target lock, so I'll keep that. Non-denouement, fantastic. I'm not even looking at any of the Salvation's Edge stuff because it's perfect. I'm never using you. I'm not used you in PvP yet. I'm not touching any of these swords because I have one wolf pack for literally every like solar, void, arc, and then I have the perfect fifth, and then arc conductor. Yeah, there's a reason I kept those. Heavy. I'm going to need to play with this. It is a heavy burst, and it has repulsor destabilizing rounds. Great for Hunter. What the hell is this? Oh, for PvP. If it ever got good. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the god roll if it ever got good. I'm never using this wild style. I'll keep it. I'll keep it. Something's got to go, though. Okay. Zen Moment, target locked. Zen Moment, Onslaught. I think Onslaught is overkill. Heal clip target lock is not bad, especially for PvP. This one's interesting to me. I would have to play with it, see what I feel like. This is where the cope comes in. Slide shots, Magnificent Howl. I could always go back and farm another Luna's Howl. This is cope. I don't use it. I don't like Magnificent Howl. This is cope. I'll keep it. I just don't think it's necessary. I already have god rolls. All right. This is where I'm more likely to keep it because it's actually a good roll. I think I kept this for incandescent, and it's a double PvE PvP roll. I think I kept it specifically for that. Here we go. Yes, I'll keep that. Absolutely. I don't know why I got killed. How I got killed. Yep. Yeah, surrounded. Not bad. I don't think this is necessary anymore. I don't think I need this anymore. So rest in peace. Too many shinies. Don't need it. Tap the trigger, dynamic sway. If they ever buff PvE, SMGs and PvP, this wouldn't be bad. But am I going to hold 3 versions? Actually, probably 4 for one. Probably not. Oh, chain reaction. I'm glad I deleted the old one because I already have the new God roll. Okay, so I can enhance that. That's great. Yep, this is my favorite LCs because it's literally PvE and PvP in one combo. VC, apparently this is really good, even with the nerf. We'll have to see. This is the only one I have with jolting feedback auto rifle. So I would like to keep it until I get a better one. Keeping. I don't see anyone really using this anymore. Not to play with it. I need to update this to destabilize rounds and whatever. I barely played with it. Am I going to keep this SMG? I'm going to play with it. If it's better, I'll get rid of the 7 Seraph one because I really like jolting feedback and I would like to see what the enhanced version of this does. Same thing here. This one is a easy delete for me. These are all easy to delete for me. Holy. I will keep the Volt Shot one for PvE, but I'm never touching this in PvP. I wasted my life farming that on. It's the only heavy burst. I'll keep it. Slayer's Fang is dog shit. Volt Shot. Oh, well, yeah. I'm keeping both of these. I'll keep that. Which one do you want? Eddy Current or Grave Robber? Actually, I know this sounds weird, but Grave Robber really isn't that bad. If I need a reload, I could punch something. It is counterproductive, but it's just there if I need to hurry, like kill something real quick and reload and do damage. Encore. Delete. Oh, perfect. Delete. I'll keep one because Discord is a lot different than Subsistence. Like it is. I played with this. It was fun. It wasn't great though. All right, let's see. Ooh, I'm keeping the Strategist because this is going to be fantastic on Hunter, especially if the perk changes. Having Loot to Shoot and Destabilize around and Strategist together is just some synergistic beauty. I'll keep one. I don't think Repulsor, I don't think Withering Gaze is necessary. Nope. I'll keep it just in case it gets buffed. I think it's cope to think that the Rolling Storm is good, but I'll keep it just in case. I'm deleting every freaking last one of these. No one is using this sniper, even in PvP. All right, maybe I'll keep one with this combo just to see if it's good. I just feel like it's not worth it. No one really is using it. All right, here we go. The Exalted Truth, which is never, I don't use it. Destabilizing Demoralize is a fantastic combination. I'll keep. It is a really nice looking gun though, like stat wise. That's not what I want to do. Ooh, One for All is actually really good. I'm going to delete you though. Zen Moment, I will keep this because Zen Moment opening shot is going to make it feel consistent, and it's also a keep you. I'll keep you. I'm sorry, it's just not worth it. And I just don't think Mag How is good. There we go. We took it down to just 2. 1 for PvE and 2 for PvP that I will use. And if I don't use, I'll delete them next episode. Fantastic. I don't know why I kept, what is this one? Elemental honing? That one has, this is the God roll. I'm sorry, Rolling Storm is overrated. This one has demoralize, rewind, and it's in a heavy burst. I will keep it. Yeah, that's a good roll. This is greasy luck, incan, sucks ass. Sucks ass. Already have a God roll. There's the God roll. I don't, you think, I've not, I mean, maybe is it good for PvP? Maybe, I don't know. Let's see, what are we looking at? 59, 57? 60, 57? Has range. Rewind, incandescent, not big. I don't need to keep none of this. All right, now we got some shinies. I'll keep that because that's actually a combo that works, especially as an adept. Attrition Orb, Sword Logic is actually kind of good because it's 2 perks I don't have on the other guns. And Attrition Orbs is actually really good to have. So I wouldn't mind keeping that. This is also very interesting because Target Locked is also an interesting play to have. So what do Master Arms, Target Locked, or Master Arms, Sword Logic? What am I going to really want to invest in my time into? Honestly, I think Master Arms is better than Sword Logic. So I'm going to delete this and keep this one. Oh, that's right. I got this threat detector. Oh, let's delete the old one then. Yeah, here it is. Same page. Yeah, this one's already immediately just bye-bye. Yeah, because I have the depth version. Keep away Target Lock. That was for PvP. I think I'm going to play with both to see which one I like. This one's auto-loading bait and switch. It's not envious arsenal like I would like. This one's a trap. I'll keep this for PvP just to play to see what I think. Let's see, Water Flight. This is great if I'm using it for ad clear. We'll have to see because I don't know. Again, interesting combination. Which one's better though? Demolitionist. Dual loader redirection. Oh, and then we get to our swords. Salvation's grip. Deleting you. Eyes tomorrow. I don't use. Delete you. Lament got nerfed to the ground. Deleting you. The Swarm. There's just so many better. Like I kept the Swarm because I was like, this is a fun combination. It's a high impact, but man, I'm just coping. This is a collector's item. I'm keeping all my swords. I got Relentless Strikes, Tireless Blade. Actually, I think Relentless Strikes is better than Tireless Blade. I'll delete you. Thresh. Be honest, I don't think Thresh is... Ah! Thresh, though, in the neck with the upgrades actually might be really good with the update. Ooh, baby. All right. Let's see. We've got Clown Cartridge, Filled Prep. Got Demolitionist, which is great for grenades. And then Fill Prep, Explosive Light. I think if I'm going to delete... No, I have 5 of these. What the... Oh, delete that. It's no one's using Last Impression. And this one's just mid. Reed's Regret. I'll keep one for the Stacy's Dream. I've got an adept version of this now. I can delete this one. Grand Overture's fine. Storm Chaser is fine. Fix Odds is not bad either. Shadow Heart is just... I can pull it out if I need it. It's not needed right now. Quillam's Terminus. As a stasis headstone, it's not bad. Varaxis, I don't use this. It's just not good. Reconstruction. LFGs aren't popular, and I can craft this if I need to. I'll keep it because it's not bad. Ward coil is just used for memes and cheeses. I'll keep legend. Warline 0, why do I have you in the vault in the first place? That's fine. Two-tail fox is also bad. Black Talon is also bad. If I want to use it for PvP, I could just pull it out whenever I want to. Anarchy's fine. Xenophage, I don't use Xenophage. Like, I just feel like it's not good anymore. Deathbringer is literally just a meme. I won't delete this because I do think it's a good role for GMs. I have used it in GMs, and it feels pretty good with firing line and then just not having to reload it for arc. Like, there are better arc LMGs, but this is a 360, and it actually feels pretty good. That one can just be deleted. This is such a cope weapon that people continue to try to make good. Same thing with Heir Apparent. If I need it, I'll pull you out. These are just weapons of flash counter that I'm collecting. I'm not deleting you. Braytech Osprey. Dude, I love this void. Like, I love this gun. I don't use it, but I'm keeping it. Here we go. Recon. This. I'm just deleting this one because it's not even the god roll I would like. Cataphract. Envious Assassin. And then Bait and Switch, absolutely keeping it. This one's also Explosive Light, which is also pretty good. Sword. Doom Petitioner is not bad. It is an adaptive 3 round. I'll keep it for now. Avalanche is solar. I don't think we have any other better solars just yet, so I'm going to keep it till then. This is where I need to start getting picky of my loadouts because I just delete you. I'm keeping... I don't need Adrenaline Junkie. It's a 900. Okay, so we have this one. You know what? This one's... I can enhance these though, right? The reason I say that is because I would delete Storm Chaser, wherever Storm Chaser is at, right here. Because I have Frenzy, and it's not as impressive. It is good for solo, but it is just, it has no... just doesn't really have much going on. You know what? I like... which one do I like better? They both look really cool. And overflowing your magazine is actually pretty good. You know what? I'm sorry, Storm Chaser. Solo or with a group? Solo or with a group? Fuck. This is the problem. Like, I'm keeping this completely for cope. Like, Decon Bait and Switch is absolutely a cope pick. Actually, I take it back. If I want to use the Line in the Sand, I would use Bait and Switch over Firing Line. In this, I already have the one I want done, so I'm deleting these. Pro Memoria. I forgot that this thing existed. It's not bad. It's not bad. Crowning Dialogue. It is a precision frame. It is the only one we have right now for Strand. I'll keep it. The Slammer is going to get replaced next. I'm going to say that's delete. I'm going to keep these two. I'm going to keep those two. Wait, this is my God roll. Why do I have two different? Oh, because of spikes? Yeah, I'm not keeping two. That's ridiculous. Just because of spike nades. GTFO. This is for deconstruct and hoping that maybe it'll be good in the future. Okay, which one? You have two. Oh, Cascade. Cascade. explosive. I think the other one's just better, yeah. Envious explosive. Do I have any other envious explosive? Yeah, right here. Let's see. Nope, I'm never using you. Never using you. I'll keep you. Nope, already have one of you. Mistral lift. 3 burst void. I'll keep you one of you. Cosmic is a rapid fire. I just don't see it me ever using you. I just crafted this thing. I need to actually get the roll I want. Oh my God, I can't believe I actually didn't get a time lost god roll of it. I'm going to wait to see how things change though. Wait a minute, I did get a god roll. Ooh, I did get the god roll. Let's go. Because for elemental swapping, I would definitely use envious elemental. That's a keep. So delete these. Question is, which one would I use more? Overflow. Which of the two? This has explosive light, overflow. This says bipod. Honestly, I think we're just gonna. Yeah. Oh, this also like handling is 23. Handling is 44. Handling does matter. Any way to increase handling on, so 49. No way to increase handling. Because you could, if I want to use this in like a GM or something, right? Which one is going to be like this? This is better for like damage rotation because the handling is better. Oh, because I also have this on. That's freaking why. Okay, 39. That changes things up. It's still pretty big difference in handling stats. Just you want to swap your gun faster for damage rotations. You know what? Let's go with the one that has the better damage perks. They both have overflow, but this one just has shittier perks. I'm just gonna delete these. I'm sorry. I just they look really cool, but they're so fucking bad. It looks like a really cool. It's just so bad. I should be using this, but I'm not because I like runneth over. I need to farm god roll machine gun. Keeping you. I got the hullabaloo. Deleting you because I'm never using you. Envious arsenal, bait and switch. Yes. All right. We are down to 482 slots. I'm going to tell you right now that it's probably going to be filled up to at least probably 500 of armor for at least my Titan. I don't care about other subclasses that much, but my Titans were going to be at like 500 something of all the engrams. But I appreciate you guys. Hit the like button on the video. That is me clearing out my vault. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until next time, I'll see ya.